welcome to this week's vlog. We're going for a wee drive to one of my absolute favourite places in Scotland, in a place called Anstruther, but on the way there I actually stopped here to catch the bridges, which are just over there, and the sun has pretty much, the golden hour sun has pretty much dipped below the horizon now, but I managed to get some really beautiful shots of the bridges with this freshly harvested field as my foreground, using some of the sort of yellow grass. It was lovely. And you've also got the freshly cut harvested bits up the back, which are causing these awesome stripes as well, which looked absolutely brilliant. So yeah, pretty happy. And while I was actually walking further down the field to see if I could find any other compositions, I actually found this wee red house, which is just over there, and just above it there's this really cool big pink cloud that's sort of catching the last of that light from golden hour. I managed to get 2 photographs I think from here. One of the photographs I just caught the last of that golden hour light hitting the bridges. So for this one we were shooting at f8 and 160th of a second, and ISO 100 I should mention as well. No filters, no nothing, no tripod, just handheld, because I was literally running about like an idiot trying to catch that light before it completely disappeared. Yep, really happy. So let's go on to Anstruther and see if we can get some last light up there, maybe even some bluer light, I'm not sure. We're still about 40 minutes drive from there, so we'll just need to see what we can get. Aye, so I might continue this vlog over the weekend in another location if I get to Anstruther a little bit too late, so we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. So welcome to Anstruther Harbour. As you can tell, it's now night time, and I wanted to test this new vlogging camera's low light capabilities to see how good it was, and I've used the car lights to light myself up a wee bit because it's pitch black down here. But yeah, I've got the harbour just behind me, and I've literally just been shooting the lighthouse, which is there, because it looks like a rocket on a launch pad. In this light it looks absolutely awesome. So I'm getting absolutely no detail in the sky because it's very cloudy. I better not move actually. But what we are getting is the opportunity to do a really long exposure. So we've got a 30-second exposure at f3.5 and 800 ISO. I haven't done this sort of night shoot stuff for a very long time, so I'm really enjoying the opportunity to have a wee shot. So as always, I'm going to go get a bag of chips and then we'll continue the vlog at the next location. Good morning. We've come out for a wee walk. I opened the curtains this morning and I saw the most stunning mist all over the hills where I live, the mountains where I live. And I thought I would come down to this local nature reserve, which is a sort of peat bog. So it's a very moist environment, which means I'm hoping the mist might last a little bit longer here. So let's go and have a wee look. So this isn't just a nature reserve, this is a very popular woodland walk as well. Although why they built a train station right next to a beautiful woodland peaceful walk, I'll never know. But they've got to build them somewhere, haven't they? I got some really awesome shots about 2 seconds ago, but I couldn't film it because it was it happened very quickly. And I was walking through one of the sort of denser bits of woodland, and there's some conservation work going on here. So what they've been doing is they've been cutting down some of the birch trees. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but they're making Harry Potter brooms and stuff, which is quite cool. But that's more of a sort of family activity they do here. They have to sort of keep it in check as such. So they were doing that, and because of the amount of dust and the existing mist in the air and how moist it is, my hair's really wet. It was creating sun rays. So I got quite excited and sort of snapped a few shots of these sun rays. Yeah, but I haven't actually been up here since summer. I was really happy to get that sort of shot here because it's exactly what I was looking for, something a little bit different. One of the photographs has the guy in it with the big ear defenders and the chainsaw and the dust flying everywhere, and he's carrying reeds, he's carrying the sticks and stuff away. So that's quite a good environmental shot. I also got one without them in it. That'll be a really nice nature shot. So what I'm finding is that The denser parts that are still in shade still have quite a bit of mist in them, so I'm just exploring that at the moment. There's a bit behind me with where the peat bogs are, so I got a bit of a peek through some of the trees, and I don't think there's too much mist on them, but even just the atmosphere of them will be enough to get a really nice shot, I think, because there's still a lot of moisture in the air. My hair's getting really wet. It's an absolutely beautiful morning, and as far as I know, it's to go up to about 20 degrees today, so it's going to be really hot today. Let's crack on and see what else we can find. So quiet. So just at the moment I'm actually testing out the onboard camera of this Canon M50. I'm still giving it a proper test drive, and I'm seeing how it adapts to the highlight, the very, very bright highlights here and the very, very dark shadows. And also it has a sort of image stabilisation built into the camera itself, which I found quite interesting when I bought it, because as far as I knew, my Pentax has that. I wasn't sure. I know Canon tend to build it into their lenses, so I was interested to see how this would work. Not as stable as the GoPro camera grip, which I've just got rid of. I might have to buy a Ronin, or maybe that's just an excuse to buy a Ronin, but yeah, it's not bad though. It's really good actually. So as you can see, now that we're out of the trees, that sun is pretty high. All the mist that we had up the back of the mountains there is starting to burn off quite quickly. I have still managed to get a good few shots down here, and one of my absolute favourite things about this particular location is the fact that because it's a peat bog, it's covered in Scottish heather or purple heather. It's just beautiful. It's not quite out yet. It's sort of still just coming out, but I'm going to come back here in a few weeks because this is the most dense population of heather I think I've ever seen. You might remember one of my previous videos, it was a winter time actually, I was out here, and there was a wee tree just over there, I don't know if you can see it. There, that one. I came down here to shoot that tree because it was covered in hoarfrost, and it was pure white and absolutely gorgeous. And it's such a different scene today, but it's got a very fresh, sort of crisp feeling to it today as well, so you can definitely feel autumn coming. I think we're going to go back into the trees actually, back through the forest all the way down there, and go and have a look at my favourite tree, see what it looks like at this time of year, because I think the last one I was here was sort of spring, summertime. Everything was very lush and green. Probably is still just now, but I suspect that some of these leaves will be turning. So I'm finding it very difficult to make an image down here. I mean, it's beautiful, look at this, but I mean, as you can see from that big bright white sky and the shadows on the ground, we've got some very bright highlights and some very, very dark shadows. So unless you're deliberately trying to do that, I know a lot of people try and get the full dynamic range in, which I do try and do as well, but it's nice to sort of use the shadows to separate from the background, but then your subject goes into complete blackness and sometimes it doesn't work. So I'm struggling a little bit here with this photograph. My favourite tree looks really, really nice, but it's not photograph worthy yet, but we'll see what we can get. This is probably one of my favourite things about autumn, is that bird song in the morning. They're so loud. Should I go in here? Into the woods someone? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a really interesting thought, that I've come back here looking at similar compositions and I found ones that I hadn't found before, and I'm kind of avoiding ones that I've taken before. Oh, this is just a dense birch forest. These are really hard to find any sort of compositions in. It's like something that's Silent Hill. If I had the mist, actually it would probably be Silent Hill, and I definitely would not be walking in here just now. But I'm actually just enjoying going for a walk, listening to all the birdies squawking, but I definitely had quite a few photographs from this morning, so all is not lost. Especially really like that one with the chainsaw dust off flying about and stuff, adding to the sun rays. It just looked brilliant. Oh, my hair's soaking. So I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm going to post all the pictures I've got from the last 2 days at the end of the video as usual, and I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog, or the last couple of days vlog. It's been a little bit more chilled out than the ones I've put up in the last few weeks, but sometimes it's nice just to go for a walk in your local woodland. And until next week, I'll see you soon. Bye.